The Duality of Intuition by Rahil Mirali, Leslie Sandoval, and Rohit Pathak. Intuition plays a large part in human thinking. We use it every day in a variety of situations to make instant decisions whenever deliberate thought is infeasible. However, intuition is not always accurate. We show that because intuition is formed from past experiences, it is better suited to social situations and has the potential to be very misleading in scientific situations.
The general consensus among psychologists is that intuition is simply recognition. David Myers, in fact, in his paper Intuition's Powers and Perils, calls it learned pattern recognition. The theory is that when we accumulate experiences and repeat certain actions, it reinforces mental associations. When we encounter similar situations in the future, the smallest of cues trigger these mental associations, and the resulting experience is what we normally describe as gut feelings or intuition. Since most everyday social situations are reenactments of past experiences, intuition acts as a reasonably accurate guide. On the other hand, since scientific situations are generally not reenactments of past experiences, the use of intuition in these situations leads to inaccurate and rather undesirable outcomes. That intuition is accurate in social settings is supported strongly by a study that was conducted by Nalini Ambari and Robert Rosenthal, in which a group of people were asked to evaluate personalities of college professors and high school teachers solely on the basis of video clips no more than 10 seconds long. When they compared the results against real student evaluations, they found that evaluations performed by strangers, or the raters in this study, aligned perfectly with evaluations of students who had studied under the professors. In fact, it only took around 2 seconds for a person to judge another individual on his personality.
Marcus Rapp and Sylvain Laborde performed a study where they asked different level of sport experts participants to formulate tactical options after watching a video clip. Their study revealed that participants who had a preference for intuition reported a faster and more accurate option. It also revealed that expert participants had a higher preference for intuition, and those experts generated quicker and more accurate first option and fewer alternative options compared to those with lower level of expertise.
Humans have certain biases built in. For example, confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out information that agrees with us, and self-fulfilling prophecies refer to the tendency for us to subconsciously influence a situation so that it turns out how we think it should. Social situations respond to these biases. For example, if we expect someone to be a nice person, we will often treat them in ways that cause them to respond in a nice manner. This makes intuition seem more reliable than it may be, because even if we make an incorrect intuitive judgment, the situation may shift to make our judgment correct. However, scientific situations do not shift in response to our biases, making intuition dangerous to. In David Janot's coding competition study, he observed that participants who used intuition to quickly figure out solutions tended to only test their solutions on examples that obviously worked, a form of confirmation bias. They didn't try examples that broke their solutions. However, this wasn't a social situation, it was scientific, so there was no possibility of the problem mutating to make their solutions correct. In this situation, at least, intuition was dangerous. Intuition in statistics can also be misleading. People have a number of erroneous expectations in statistics, one of which, for example, is the expectation that samples will closely reflect population characteristics, no matter the sample size. This can be explained by the notion of stereotypes, which we use in social intuition to help make quick decisions. Stereotypes are not always accurate, but have the potential to be self-fulfilling in social situations. In science, stereotypes and other social biases are usually not self-fulfilling, leading to misinterpreted results and mistaken conclusions.
Intuition is helpful in social situations because it helps reinforce and minimize the isomorphic possibilities that are present in social settings. Scientific situations, on the other hand, require examination of novel evidence and are therefore not suited to the biases introduced by social intuition. We conclude that while intuition is oriented to social situations, extreme caution should be exercised when using it in science.